Namaste, my beautiful angels. Welcome to your special reading and messages for November, for March 9th to March 15th. Thank you so very much for joining me here this week. I will have timestamps, and I'll say that right at the get-go. So if you don't want to know about the energies for this week, you can just drop down to the timestamp, which is usually in the description of my YouTube video, and go right to your suit for the week ahead. But this is a powerful week, March 9th to 15th, because this week begins the powerful aftermath of the Virgo full moon lunar eclipse that we had on March 3rd, which opened this deep energetic portal of release, of healing, and of karmic clearing. And eclipse energy tends to ripple out for about 2 weeks, but it can affect us for the next 6 months, meaning that we are still integrating revelations, and we are feeling emotional shifts that resurfaced earlier this month and around the time of this eclipse. Because the eclipse occurred across the Pisces Virgo axis, many of us could feel a pull between practical responsibilities and also our own spiritual and emotional healing. The universe is asking us each to release old patterns, habits, or situations that no longer support our growth. This is a week where truth continues to surface and clarity slowly emerges. Now, Mercury retrograde in Pisces is all about reflection and inner clarity that slowly emerges within us. It's about reflection and inner guidance. Mercury remains retrograde in Pisces until March 20th, which shifts our thinking away from logic and more towards intuition, emotions, dreams, and spiritual awareness. So pay attention to divine downloads that you might be getting at this time, because the veil is very thin. During this time, you may also notice miscommunication and misunderstandings, delays with plans, with travel, with technology. You could notice that people from the past are resurfacing. You could have more heightened dreams. Your intuition and psychic sensitivity could be also heightened at this time. Pisces is a very mystical sign. So this retrograde in Pisces really encourages us, each of us, to do some inner reflection, to have more healing conversations with others, and also the conversations that we have with ourselves, not to be put ourselves down or negative in any way. It inspires creative inspiration rather than pushing forward aggressively. This is less about moving quickly and more about listening to the messages that your soul is revealing to you. There's a lot of other very powerful energies this week. On the 9th, we have Mercury, which is trining Jupiter. It's a supportive aspect, which brings us a little bit more hope, insight, intuitive understanding. Conversations may feel more meaningful, more intuitive. We could be getting more intuitive downloads, and it will help us see the bigger picture behind situations that are currently unfolding in our lives. On the 10th, we have Venus sextile Pluto. This transit deepens more emotional connections and brings transformative energy into relationships. So if you've been having relationship difficulties, you could see more transformation within that realm with your relationships with yourself and with others. Themes that may arise are powerful emotional realizations, intense romantic or soul connections, letting go of superficial relationships that really are not serving our highest good, healing old wounds connected to us that have to do with love or trust. It really will encourage more authentic connection rather than superficial level interactions with others. And then we have Jupiter, which turns direct on March 11th. This is going to be like a breath of fresh air for each of us, because Jupiter is the planet of abundance, and I think everybody's been feeling a lot of stagnation in their growth and their abundance. And with Jupiter stationing direct in Cancer, this is going to mark a huge turning point for emotional growth, for faith, for expansion in our lives. And You know, Cancer is really about the home base, about family. So this retrograde shift can bring renewed optimism, emotional breakthroughs, progress in personal or spiritual goals, a feeling that life is moving forward again. You know, Jupiter in Cancer, again, it's all about highlighting home, emotional security, family, and heart-centered decisions. Okay, so we have a lot of amazing energy, a lot of powerful energy this week. So you know, we just have to really slow down. We need to take time to listen to our intuition. We need to release what is no longer serving us, that no longer aligns with us, and we have to trust what is unfolding in each of our paths. Okay, so take this time, my darlings, to nurture yourselves, to have a lot of patience for yourselves and others. Just it's a very intuitive time. So any prayer, any meditation that you can do will really help you to connect to God, to Source, to the universe. So get yourself aligned. All right, my darlings. Now for this week, I'm using the same decks as I did last week. Please remember that I always have timestamps. Feel free to drop down to those timestamps to go right to your suit. Take only what resonates with you, leave the rest behind. You might want to try listening to the other suits to see if maybe some of the messages from them resonate with you. Sometimes clients say to me, you know, how do I hear which suit to pick? And it's usually when I do it, I will ask my guardian angel or my spirit team, my team spirit, and say which of the cards will serve my highest good, and I'll wait for 1, 2, or 3. I'm more clairaudient, so I'll hear a definite 2 or 3 or whatever I'm being told. Sometimes I hear 2 and then 3. You know, so you know, everybody receives messages differently. You could be hearing it, seeing it, you could be just getting a feeling. But nonetheless, if your messages don't resonate with you, always listen to the other ones, all right? And you can drop down into the description menu of my YouTube video and you'll find timestamps in which you can skip right to the video. All right. So, and just so all of you know, this is my second attempt at doing this. My camera didn't work the first time, so I'm hoping it's going to switch over. But that's the kind of stuff that happens during Mercury retrograde. So patience, 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 my lovelies. That will be the key. All right, it worked this time. How wonderful. Yeah, so yeah, it didn't work the first time, and I did the whole intro, and when I went to flip my screen, it didn't work. Here is for suit 1. So we're going to do suit 1 here, suit 2, and suit 3. So we call upon our spiritual teams of guides, of angels, of ascended masters to please come in and connect with the collective now, that you please give us the messages and the guidance that will serve the highest and greatest good for each soul, each individual watching here this week. Please give us messages that will bring inspiration and divine guidance to each of our lives. Thank you. Card 1. And again, I have the very same decks that I had last week. I've just stuck to them. Please let me know if you want me to go back to my old way or to mix the cards up a little bit. I have no problem doing that at all. And your input really helps me. Here is suit 1. Oh, I don't think we need all of those. All right. Suit 2, suit 3. And then we have these. What was this one called? I have it here. Heart's Hidden Secrets. Heart's Hidden Secrets, please give me. I believe it's this one that wants to come out. It's going to be for suit number 2. There we go. And suit number 3, and then this one is, what was it called? Love Confessions, all right. Love Confessions of the Heart, all right. 1. 3. There we go. All right, my darlings. So I hope that you have taken a minute now to center yourselves, to call upon your spiritual teams of guides, of angels, your ascended masters to help you pick the card suits that will have the best messages for you. Feel free to check them all out. You might resonate with one or more of them. So my darlings, this is suit number 1, this is suit number 2, and this is suit number 3. All right, so I'm just going to flip my screen. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so technology is one of the things that Mercury retrograde can really affect. And yes, we're going to start with suit number 1. All right, my darlings. Let's see what we have. All right. So for the very first card, for those of you, my darlings, that picked the suit of 1, the very first card that you get is nature. Nature. So for those of you that picked the suit of 1, I'm really feeling that there is a need, obviously, to get out in nature, but to do some grounding, to do some breathing, to balance your energy centers. When we are out in nature and we actually take the time to breathe and to meditate, whether we're taking our fur baby for a walk or we're just walking ourselves, and taking deep breaths, it really aligns our chakras. And I feel as if though there could be some, unalignment because of certain circumstances and things, stresses that may have transpired in your life. The message for you, my darlings, that pick the suit of 1 is to get out in nature. Like, I know that some places are extremely cold right now. Where I live, in Vancouver, BC, we've been so blessed. We haven't gotten snow yet this year. We are, from all the provinces in Canada, the one that gets the least snow. But this year there's been none, and I'm already seeing the beautiful spring flowers arising. So regardless, even if it is cold where you are, take some time to get outside, to get out in nature, to realign yourself, to call upon your spiritual teams of guides, of angels. Speaking to the universe when you are outside really raises your vibration. It just being outside in nature in general raises your vibration. So you are being asked to get out in nature, my darlings, that pick the suit of 1. And if you're in a cold climate, then bundle up. All right. The second card that you got is Death is an Illusion. Death is an illusion. Now, I do believe that we did have this card before in one of the readings that I did. And if you are going through any sort of grief in your life, and I want to remind you that grief happens in many forms. It can happen with the physical passing of a loved one, but it can also happen through the loss of a job. It can happen through illness. It can happen through many different stages of life, grief. And Spirit is reminding you that death is an illusion. Physical death, the loss of a loved one or a fur baby, a child, a friend, a parent, is lost physically, but not spiritually, because our loved ones are actually closer to us now than they may have been when they were alive, physically here in this world. And when something leaves our lives, whether it is a relationship, whatever grief we may be feeling on this physical platform, you have to remember that there is no such thing as death. What it is, my darlings, is transformation. And so this is a powerful time of transformation in your lives. So please, take that how it resonates with you. But I do feel for those of you that picked the suit of 1, you've been through some trying times. Spirit is really encouraging you to get out, to balance your energy centers, to ground yourself. You can do that if it's very cold through taking a hot salt bath. And Spirit is also reminding you that death is an illusion. What this is about, what you have been through, is about transformation, transforming your soul, transforming whatever lessons you have learned, whatever you have recently been through, into something much better. A new version of yourself is coming, my darlings. Okay, so I really hope that resonates with you. The next message is from the abundance angels, and we have many of them. One beloved archangel is Archangel Ariel, who is amazing with financial abundance and prosperity. You can always call upon her. Also, Archangel Michael, Archangel Chamuel. We have many archangels that are amazing with helping us with our finances, even our guardian angels. This is a time, my darlings, that pick the suit of one. I feel it says raise or promotion, but I really do feel like you may have been going through some difficult times financially. And this is a sign that money and abundance is flowing into your life. When we are stagnant, when we are not in the best of places, it affects every area of our lives, right? And so now, as you're doing this soul growth, this transformation that is very much needed in your life, there is an opening up to abundance that's coming in for each of you. And let me read you what the card says. Congratulations, an increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is a result, my darlings, of your positive focus and willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. Keep up the good work. So there is most definitely an influx of abundance coming. You may have felt like your money has been stuck for a long time, but money will start moving forward again. You could find, if you're looking for a loan or consolidation or something like that, the pathway will open. You will find the right people, the right circumstances to help support you. So this is a very good time. Spirit is reminding you to keep your vibration high. And to not stay stagnant in the illusion or the part of yourself that is wishing to die, that is wishing to be let go of. It's time for growth and transformation on many levels in your life. And as you do that, you're going to see that your abundance is going to be improving in your life. The last card that you got the second last card, and it's called The Hidden Secrets of the Heart. And the card that you got, the message you got is cloudy judgment. Cloudy judgment. So please, 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 my darlings that pick the suit of one, be very careful with your thoughts. This is a time when the Pisces illusionary energy is very strong. You could have an issue knowing illusion from reality. And so you could be having very cloudy judgment in your life, thinking that something is real when it's not, or vice versa. And so please be aware of illusions that your mind is telling you that are not the truth. Be wary of being unbalanced. Like if you feel like there's just too much chaos, in your mind, get outside. And in nature, ground, take time to have a salt bath, cleanse your home, cleanse your space, because this could be a time of distorted thoughts, illusions, things that are not helping you see things clearly, okay? If you are not sure, and you may be feeling that your judgment is not clouding, your judgment is not correct, or it could be cloudy, ask for guidance. Call upon your guardian angels, pray to God, to source, ask for clear signs. Okay. And, I always say during Mercury retrograde, do nothing new, because things are going to start happening that when it's all over and done with, after the 3.5 weeks, you're going to be, oh my God, why did I do that? Why did I think that? Because it'll be very different after the Mercury retrograde finishes. All right. Very illusionary energy. So try to connect, try to pray, try to meditate. The very last card is the Confessions of Love. This could be coming to you from a secret admirer, from a partner. This could be from your heart to theirs. And the card reads, I am very attracted to you. I am very attracted to you. There could be someone around you that finds you highly, highly attractive. And they could be watching you on social media, watching your posts. And you may know or you may not know. Alternatively, you could be very attracted to someone. And if that resonates, that's the message for you. Well, my darlings, there you have it. That was the messages for the week of March 9th to 15th for those of you that picked the suit of one. Now, for those of you, my darlings, that picked the suit of 2. Let me just these. Yes. Yes. Yep. Yes. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. The last card just puts a little into the reading. All right. So the very first card that you got, my darlings, is ideas and inspiration. Ideas and inspiration. So during this Mercury retrograde, which is, there's our intuition is heightened. We're getting these beautiful divine downloads and messages, and you could be getting, these tidbits of ideas and inspiration as divine downloads in your life. Take time to pray, to meditate, to call upon, the divine guidance of the Creator, of your angels, of your guides, of your loved ones in the spirit world. This is a great time to consider and think about all of the things that you want to, implement in your life. Know that what is leaving your life is meant to leave your life at this time. And even though it's a great time to think about these ideas and inspiration, it is not a good time to move forward on it. So you might want to map it out first. And after Mercury has gone direct, then would be a wonderful time, especially with Jupiter going direct right now. So there's a lot more push towards creative projects, financial abundance, and a lot of things like that. So this is for those of you that picked the suit of 2. The second card you got is worry is a wasted emotion. Worry is a wasted emotion. During the time of a Mercury retrograde, and also the time of this powerful eclipse that we just had, a lot of things have come to light for each of us, internally or externally, things that could make us really think, oh my goodness, like, we could be shaking our heads in disbelief of what has happened. But there's really no point to worry, because it really is a wasted emotion. Things that are coming up to the surface at this time are coming up for a reason, to show you what you do and do not want in your life, what you will and will not put up with in your life. And so there's no point worrying about it. If anything, say thank you. Thank you for the realizations of what I am finding out during this time. Even if it's about ourselves, things about ourselves that we don't like. And that we could be feeling guilty of or fearful of, or whatever it is. Things are coming up internally, externally, but there's no point in worrying about it. The best course of action is to think about it and think about, how can I now change the situation? What can I do to make the situation better, right? No point in worrying. So let the worries go. Even if it's about finances, it's about your health, relationships, whatever it is, let the worry go and think about how you can positively change the circumstance that's in front of you. All right, my darlings. The next message that each of you got that picked the suit of 2 from your abundance angels is detox your friendships. Detox your friendships. So there could be, and I'm getting from Spirit, not only friends, but there could be people around you that are toxic to you. This could also include things that you watch on TV, on the internet. They are causing a lot of negative energy around you. And especially people that are toxic in your life, period. This could even be family members, but people who just are not in alignment with where you want to go. Your abundance flow, my darlings, is being greatly affected by the people with whom you're spending time, and also by what you are surrounding your thoughts with that is negative, okay? So please be discerning about your associations, about your relationships, the people you have around you, and also what and where you choose to put your attention. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, who are generous, who are supportive. All right, my darlings? Detox. Detox your friendships, detox your relationships, things that are not good for you, negative, things you may be watching or listening to on the internet. Let it go, because it is really affecting your finances, and you will see that if this resonates with you. If your finances are not doing good, it's because of that energy around you. So really a time of cleansing and clearing. Mercury retrograde is the best time, And the eclipse energy will really bring up what needs to be cleared out. All right, my darlings. The next card are the Hidden Secrets card. And this card says past life. Past life. Powerful. So something that you may be going through right now is something that you have experienced in a previous lifetime. And you are here again to learn the same lesson. All right? Because perhaps it wasn't incorporated in the last lifetime. You could be feeling this sense of deja vu, like this has happened before. Like your soul is not, it's, it feels the, the feeling that I have been here before. Okay, I've been in this situation before. This is not new. You could be finding that you have repeated patterns. You keep going over the same patterns over and over again. And I mean, I'm not trying to fluff things up with readings. I call it like it is. But there is some sort of repeated patterns in your life, or people, or situations, circumstances that need to be cleared out. Because it's something that your soul has come back to learn. And we pray that we learn it this time around, because we don't want to repeat these lessons again. So karmic lessons that are coming up at this time. So if you're having a really difficult time, this is karma. This is all karma. This is things that are coming back to you that need to be rectified. So you could be finding situations, relationships coming back into your life. Why? To be let go of. All right? So that you don't have to repeat the cycle all over again. It could be, people, relationships that are in your life that just keep putting you through the same thing. And there's no growth in it. All it does is it could be causing worry in your life. And so let it go. Let it go. Let's start a brand new life lesson. That's why we're here. It's a schoolroom, right, my darlings? But when we let go of all of this, these repeated patterns, toxic people, situations, circumstances, like we let them go from our life, that's when the ideas and the inspirations start to flow. All right? The very last card, these are so cute. I mean, just take what resonates and what doesn't. But the message, the confession coming at you, my darlings, is this could be coming to you from someone else. Maybe someone that watches you online, or someone from you to someone else. The message is, I really want to kiss you. I really want to kiss you. You may have a secret admirer around you, my darling, so pay attention. Let go of what's not serving you. Let it go. You don't want to keep repeating these lessons, and just know that karma is at play here, okay? Detox your friendships, people, circumstances, situations that are not good for you anymore. Let go of the worry and move forward in a positive direction. And as you do that, my darlings, your abundance will start flowing into your life. You'll find more movement in your life, in every area of your life, and ideas and inspiration will flow to you. All right, my darlings, I really hope that resonated for you. Don't forget that somebody wants to kiss you. All right, this is for those of you that picked the suit of 2. Now for those of you, my darlings, that picked the suit of 3. Wow. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, for those of you that picked the suit of 3, I have chills. This is, it's quite a powerful message. It won't resonate with everybody. Please take what resonates with you. The first message you get from your angels: truth and integrity. Truth and integrity. I feel like there is a need to be honest with oneself. For those of you that picked the suit of 3, there is a need for honesty, for truth, for integrity. This has created some great emotions, some fear, some guilt, some resentment, because of the lack of truth and integrity within a relationship. This is what I feel. Take this how it resonates with you. This could be in a relationship that's very close with you, that is lacking honesty, that is lacking integrity. okay? And I feel like it's caused a great deal of emotional turmoil. Spirit is asking that you forgive yourself for anything that you have done or not done, okay? Guilt is one of the lowest emotions, but that's not to say that you shouldn't feel bad for maybe a choice that you have made that has caused someone else a great deal of harm, or vice versa. Forgive yourself is what I hear Spirit saying, but at the same time, we have the opportunity to cleanse that karma, to redirect that karma. That can be done through honesty, through truth, and through integrity. Take this how it resonates for you. This could be somebody towards you or you towards somebody else. But let go of any guilt, and forgive yourself for any part that you may have played in a certain situation. Just forgive yourself. If this is a situation or a relationship that you really care about, then it's time to take the steps rather than feel guilty, to take the steps to make the wrongs right. Okay? The next card from the beloved abundance angels, I have to get my glasses on for this one, is face your financial fears. Face your financial fears. And as you can see, we've got these two little children and a beautiful angel standing behind them. This is to remind you that you are never alone, that your prayers are always heard and answered. But when you are honest with yourself about your fears or success about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them into the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you in fact have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released these self-doubt. So there are some self-limiting beliefs that you have held on to in regards to your finances. And those self-limiting beliefs need to be, I can't do this because of this. I can't. Let it go. Let it go. You can do it. You absolutely can do it. And when you put that mind frame in your life, we have, some of the biggest billionaires, on our planet that became billionaires later in their life, early in their life, at any time in their life, because there was a drive within them. So you're being asked to let go of those financial fears. And I really do feel sometimes those financial fears have come from childhood because we haven't had enough growing up. We may have been raised in poverty, not enough to eat. And so then we just kind of give up and we feel that we're not worthy within ourselves. And then it creates blocks in our finances. So face your financial fears, my darlings. Expose them into the light. Whatever those fears are, whatever you're saying that you cannot do when it comes to your finances, say, yes, I can. I can do anything I put my mind to. All right? But I feel like there's, like I said, this deep guilt, this deep hurt that has been created by the lack of truth and integrity in a certain situation. And that has really affected you. It could have affected your relationships. And ultimately, it has affected your finances. Okay? And made you think that you're not able to do what you need to do, but indeed you are. Okay, we come into this world alone, even though we come in with parents, most of us, but we leave alone, and we are responsible only for ourselves. So let go of your fears, okay, and get moving forward. As you see these two children moving forward, there's this beautiful angel behind them. All right, the next card that you got, my darlings, is distance. Distance. This is a heavy card. This is a heavy card. So for those of you that picked the suit of 3, there is some sort of a distance in a relationship. This could be a physical distance because of a passing of a loved one. But this can also be, for those of you that doesn't resonate with, a distance in a relationship because of a lack of truth and integrity, or something that was said or done that was very hurtful. That has blocked pretty much every area of your life. It's been so heart-wrenching, okay, for you or for someone around you. This is a time of separation. That's what I'm getting. It's a time of separation. It's a time of distance. There's big blockages that have transpired because of whatever happened, blockages in various areas of your life. I really feel like Spirit is saying, take some time for you. Take some time for you to sit with what has happened, to really think about what might have transpired in a particular relationship or circumstance. If this doesn't resonate, leave it. But this message is definitely here for someone. So take time to contemplate, to think about, I think we all get very hard on ourselves, especially, when there may have been some very hurt feelings involved. This eclipse is here to help us see the truth about situations, the truth about others, the truth about ourselves, to bring things up that need to be healed, that need to be cleared. This, whatever is transpiring in your life right now, is something that didn't just happen today. This is something that came from a very, very long time ago, perhaps even your childhood. And it's coming back around as a karmic lesson to be healed. So distance yourself. Take time. Give yourself space. Give yourself breathing room to really consider the changes that are going to be coming, that you are going to implement in your life for the better. Okay, my darling? The very last card, the messages from the heart. Someone is feeling, or you are feeling for someone. I hope you haven't moved on. I hope you haven't moved on. So if there has been a situation in which there was dishonesty, a lack of truth, integrity, you could be suffering from financial loss because of this situation. Take it how it resonates. There could be distance between you and that individual. Take that how it resonates. And if there isn't, there may be a need for distance. That person or you are wondering and hoping that the other has not moved on. All right, my darlings. It's a very specific message. I can only ask that, the guides and the angels assist you, Spirit assists you to pick the cards that will have the best messages for you. This is very specific. If it did not resonate, then please check out the other suits. All right, my darlings. I really, really hope that that the messages you picked resonated with you. They were pretty deep, but take your time. We are in the aftermath of this eclipse energy, but with Jupiter going direct, we're still also in Mercury retrograde. Grant yourself patience. Don't get upset with little things that someone might have said or done. If they're little, if they're big, that's a different story. But be calm, be patient with yourself and others, and really, really nurture yourselves. Okay, my darlings, I wish you a most amazing and spectacular, joyous, peaceful, blessed week ahead. All my love. Namaste.